assumed you were.
Yeah, I'm looking. There's a website called SmashData.gg, and you can just type in a player's SmashGG tag, and it'll give you their characters they play and like their placements.
Very interesting.
One of the benefits of commentating from home is that we can just look stuff up like that.
Yeah, the amount of times that I knew like a specific frame came out on a move was totally in my head, not because I had ultimate frame data on.
Yeah, but we're not seeing the Wii Fit at all. We're actually seeing the Marth Snake.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess he feels like, you know, Wii Fit Trainer sort of being like the half projectile-based character that she is. Probably would just get outclassed in that rank by a character like Snake, who has some of the greatest projectiles in this game. So I guess Megamoose's plan is that he just wants to sort of close the gap against Snake and then play that mid-range a little bit more that he's able to, considering the fact that he has a disjoint. And that's if I had to take a guess, Eric Gordon.
Yeah, it can be kind of... I feel like once if a Snake is really good at getting at a disadvantage, they can really give sorties like Marth and Lucina like a hard time just because their whole thing is juggling someone with the disjoint, and they can do a good job of getting around that. Also, dash attack is a great zone breaker. Oh my goodness. Good F smash read on that roll in.
I love the trap. The grenade was out. He was close enough for the tippers. That C4 is going to take the stock. Knew he didn't want to roll, for sure, because if Megamoose was prepared for that, he would have been able to get that free up smash, and then trapped him in the one spot that he was able to go. Just good old classic Marth coverage. You love to see it when you watch like a Marth player, you know? It's like sort of a little bit Melee-esque. It's like when they just put out a hitbox that they know is going to be able to cover multiple options. That's the kind of stuff that goes through a Marth's head. It's the kind of stuff that they probably dream about every night, and then they wake up in the morning, they're like, damn, I hope I covered this guy's 2 tech roll options today in bracket. And that is exactly what Megamoose did. His dreams came true, Air Gordon. You gotta believe in the good lad.
Sorry, I just need to go back for a second. OcTo placed 2 grenades on the ground and then charged F smash and got blown up by his own grenades.
Yeah,
I don't know, that's just it didn't look funny to me.
I hardly noticed that because when Snake is on a screen, things just explode. I just saw him go up in the air, man. If anything, I thought Megamoose might have done like a get-up attack from ledge and then just utilize the invincibility to just sort of blow up the grenades, but that's not the case.
Goodness. That up tilt hit from behind. It was active for a while. It just, okay, calm down. It's just Snake up tilt.
It's just
not gonna hurt me because I'm commentating.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt Megamoose because he's playing. So don't worry, Gordon. You're fine. That's the up B out of shield. Gonna launch him off the level. Ooh, and not reacting in time to the fact that he was above the stage at that point. I kind of thought that OcTo was going to go low as well, and clearly so did Megamoose, but nothing doing. He gave up stage positioning because of it, gave up stage control, and now he lost his stock in the long run because of it.
The thing with Marth when trying to edge guard Snake is that if Snake commits going high like super early, there's not really much you can do, but those few instances where you get Snake to recover, like see like right that Marth just kind of has to wait for him to come down. Oh, okay, and gets the tipper up air.
Beautiful.
But those times when Snake does go low, or even like just slightly lower than the highest way he can go, you gotta take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like the down. I like the idea of that down smash, knowing that if he rolled behind him, he would potentially be able to get the second hit. But unfortunately for OcTo, just not timing it right that time around. As we are getting into a last stock situation there, Gordon. He's got Megamoose by the ledge at high percent, exactly where you do not want to be against a Snake in this game. Turning it around with the roll, though, and he's got to watch that shield at this point, especially with that down air. OcTo not capitalizing on the low M&M level shield that Megamoose has out going for him. He's just walking in his face, spamming all sorts of explosives for him to be able to potentially finish with that up tilt. Nothing doing, my friend. These guys are absolutely scrapping right now.
Oh my goodness, Nikita.
The loop-de-loop technique. He's just waiting for
loop and pull.
You don't have to hold shield, my friend. He's above you. You're Snake. You can run under. Get that up tilt. It's so non-committal.
Yeah, I feel like OcTo is sitting shield a lot. And against a character like Marth, oh my god, the C4. I didn't even know that was there.
No, crazy. He didn't. He dropped it. He just dropped it right now.
Oh, he snuck it in there? Oh, okay.
Yeah. He had him in the air, and so he dropped it and then just detonated it once it hit the ground. He didn't have the C4 there. Either way, it was pretty big brained.
Yeah, it was a great C4 play right there. But yeah, OcTo's holding shield, and I see Megamoose trying to go for the shield breaker because OcTo just sometimes just sitting shield, and obviously shield breaker would be great, but Megamoose is not landing it correctly. But the idea is there, so You know, that's good.
That's a good thing he did. And no character changes, no nothing.
Oh, one thing I do have to mention about the Snake Marth matchup is that Snake down tilt is like I think a bit slower than Marth, but is like longer than Marth's down tilt. So in spacing, like at that distance, usually Marth will just down tilt to like stuff anything out, but Snake just doesn't care about that. He'll Snake down tilt and beat him.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
that
gonna.
move is so critical in this breaking zones for characters with disjoints because that down tilt's huge.
Yeah, I couldn't have said that any better myself. I mean, if you have any tool that outranges a Fire Emblem character, you best be using that move when you fight those.
Oh yeah, you better be using it. Could you just kind of like?
I personally cannot relate to such a thing.
Mario got stubby limbs.
I have to use, water guns to be able to do anything against these guys. But if you have attacks that just have longer range than that, by all means.
Yeah, you literally get the reverse Uno card. Oh, Marth exclusive content right now.
Oh my god, I wish we have instant replays on this stream because that would wholeheartedly deserve to be in the highlight reel, man. That dash dance and canceling it in the perfect positioning to get that forward smash right there. Oh my god, that was beautiful play from Megamoose right there. Just putting himself back and forth with the dash dance, trying to space himself to wherever OcTo was going to be, and then just hard committing with that forward smash, and he just happened to catch him with the tipper. Not just Marth buffs, ladies and gentlemen. That was just fundamentals. Oh. Speaking of fundamentals, what a beautiful empty hop. Tomahawk right there, up tilt, the classic from Snake right there to mix it right back. Okay, shoutouts to Glenn. These players got fundies. They got fundies, Gordon.
That's it. I'm gonna use my fundies.
That's like an anime thing. Like you pulled out like their trap card. All right, you've unleashed my fundies.
It's funny because I saw that picture. It just text, and the picture behind the text is Goku, and it's just oh my goodness, the grenade.
The grenade
and just the text is just like, I will release my fundies now.
Yo, just when you get Glenn mad.
Yeah.
He'd be like, you've unleashed my fundamentals. I can't relate to that. Anyway, it's got him off stage right now, mipsing up the Nikita, forcing him to go to ledge, of course, like he was going to do regardless, but at the very least, trapping him and intimidating him with that off the level, and no reaction from Megamoose right there.
Megamoose just stood there intimidatingly and then just didn't get the punish afterward.
Bro, that was like
I can't hit the tipper up smash.
Bro, I was gonna say, that was like a world star punish. He just landed in front of him and just started slapping.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So, OcTo having really good Oki on these down throws. Really always picking the correct option to punish Megamoose.
Yeah, he really has been, honestly. It's like, it's not even just grenade spam at this point. It's like the way he's closing these out with those up tilts at this point is really not something that we saw from him in that first game, despite winning that first game regardless. Now he's like he's picking and choosing his moments a lot better. Speaking of picking and choosing his moments, we got Megamoose out here doing the same, just waiting exactly where he was gonna be. My goodness, with these consistent tippers as well. Megamoose saying, I can pick and choose my moments too, Tunis. I can do it too. We're going to game 3.
You know, with every tipper F smash, Megamoose gets a bit more mega.
Dude, it's like the moose from... You ever see, do you like Gorillaz at all?
Wait, who?
Like the band?
Oh, I've heard some of their music, and I like what I heard, but I wouldn't say I'm like a fan of them.
Well, there's a music video, one of their older music videos from one of their like very much older songs. I think it was before even Demon Days, where like the band is just like driving on a highway, and they get stopped by a literal giant moose. Like a Godzilla-sized moose. Like it's like 50 feet tall, like a building.
Oh.
And
that sounds like a Megamoose to me.
It is definitely the most mega of mooses. And they try to destroy it, and what happens is that they shoot rockets at it, but then the moose sneezes. And then the rockets go right back at the car, and it blows up the car. And it just kind of reminded me of what happened just now, because Megamoose kind of just is not caring about any of the rockets that Snake is launching.
Honestly, that example works way too well. It has to be planned.
Right? Anyway, Oh, just hanging on the ledge a little bit too long that time. Pretty smart stuff from OcTo. I mean, he would have been spamming up smash by the ledge regardless because he's a Snake player, as that back air does not take the stock. As that Nikita is going to do it instead.
Ow.
Right now by the ledge.
OcTo.
Yeah. I mean, he was on the ledge like around like 100% anyway, which is, of course, around that time when your legend vulnerability starts to become fewer and far between, less and less by the ledge. It doesn't last as long the higher your percentage is when you're on the ledge. And of course, when you're fighting against a Snake who can put up smashes out right by the ledge, it's going to spell a really, really hard time getting back. Much harder than it even would be before.
I feel like Megamoose might be getting in his own head a little bit because he's trying to get those F smashes to make this comeback. And while it may work for the last game, I think these F smashes are just not as well placed.
Yeah, and at a disadvantage was OcTo. I don't know if you saw, but there was the down tilt that you were talking about before, Air Gordon. He used it to get out of the corner against Megamoose. I didn't know what the C4 was. I got scared. And he used that the long-range tool for make his way out of the corner. You know, just any and all options that you have against a character like Marthin. I agree with you saying that he might be kind of getting in Megamoose's head right now. Snake is the kind of character that can just run you over if you're really, like, not... Ooh, goodness.
All right, there you go.
Back situation. He's the kind of character that can really just run you over if you're not prepared. You know, like, his lead is as amazing as his disadvantage is bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like when Snake is playing ahead, you know, it's a really good time for Snake. When Snake is in a bad spot, it's really bad.
Hmm. Ooh, actually crossed him up with the last hit of the side B right there. It went too far ahead, and OcTo just wasn't prepared for it. Grabbed the other direction.
Again, trying to get that F smash. Not working out for OcTo or for Megamoose, unlike game 2.
Whoa. Wow, okay. Very interesting interactions going on right there. Actually F-smashing him with the grenade in hand. So the grenade blew up, and then OcTo was actually able to grab him for it, and as a result, it didn't kill him.
It ran into and shielded it up. I'm sorry, that was funny.
Yeah, it's the Gordon special, dude. Just admiring the neutral. You know how it is. You played Smash 4.
Yeah. What if I ran up and shielded, and you ran up and shielded, and we just admired the neutral?
just kidding. Unless.
Unless.
Oh. Oh, what if you get up air and way back down? That is where Megamoose has been very consistent throughout this set. Catching Snake at a disadvantage right off the top when he is forced to drop from his Cypher. That's really where he knows that Snake is among his most vulnerable. And if you got a disjoint that does extra damage off the tip of the sword, why would you not put out a hitbox up there?
Oh, and there it is. C4.
Yeah. Or like C more later. There you go. OcTo taking a 2-1 over Megamoose. Very hard fought set for both of these players in this winners round 2. I'm not going to lie.